Hey guys, how's it going? This is Tim Shaves, and today it's going to be another shave. I'm going to be doing some edge testing today. I have one old blade that I'm working with. This is the older one. And two razors that I honed this week. I'm going to be using these two, so yeah, excited to test out these edges. Hopefully at least one of them will work out well. Worst case scenario, I got a DE I can use to kind of clean up. But yeah, let's get on with it. Hope you guys had a good week and some great shaves. I know I've been enjoying a lot of honing throughout the week. The result has been up and down. It's only a couple weeks in for me since I had that bit of a hiatus, so been mostly doing bevel setting. It's been a lot of work trying to get that bevel set. So I haven't even touched like the 5K, 8K level that much. Usually I'm just working with at the lower grades at like 1K and below. But even that, it's been fun. Just getting into the feel of it and reading the feel of the blade on the stone and the undercut and all that good stuff. Making sure it hits all the parts of the bevel, stuff like that. It's been good. So yeah, let's start this shave here. As for the soap, gonna be going with the same one. This is just an empty Cella soap case. It's got some test samples of Siliski soaps. I believe it's one of the bases that they were coming out with. And I think all their bases are vegan. It takes in a ton of water, but I also feel that I can overwater it. So I've added just a couple iterations of water and it turned out pretty nicely. We'll see how this goes. Shouldn't need to add more water, but I could always add more later. I'm going with the Wild West Brushworks Butterscotch brush. Nice little handle here with the synthetic knot. I believe it's a 26mm synthetic. And gonna be also using a little bit of alum. I've used this quite a while ago. And I pulled it back up. Got a pretty good chunk left. So I'll be just applying some of my fingers so that I don't slip with these straight razors. So what I'm gonna do is actually get this out, wet it under water, and then just gonna get my fingers up in here just for a little bit, and that should be good. Yeah. I actually saw this from one of the channels that I've been watching, Johnny 5. I think that's a shaver that sent me one of the razors. I think that's the RazorRock 0.84, which is one of my favorite razors. I still use it pretty often, so thank you, Johnny. I think you're the same Johnny, but now he's doing restorations, straight razor honing, and different shapes. So go check him out at Johnny 5. Actually, my fingers they don't feel really alumed up, so I'm just gonna apply a little more here. A little more. And it's got all these, because this alum's so old, it's got all these shavings down there, so just a little detail. Alright, that feels a little better. Feeling a little more grip on my fingers. All right, let's get going. I got about, let's say about a week growth, and then just gonna mow it all down today. Wet the face and get lathered up here. Also, I went back to my old setup, so it should be similar quality to previous videos. I tried using my phone and it wasn't cutting it, so decided to pull out the camera again. All right, let's get lathered up here. It's a bit airy to start off, but should be able to work this in. Alright, let's go with that. Didn't add more water at this point, but if it feels dry, could always add. It's a good coverage. I also haven't bought any softwares for a couple years now, and because I wasn't really shaving a lot, I just have a lot of software just stored up. I do need to just probably sell them, but now it's a couple years old, so feel a little weird. We'll see. I think it'll last me a lifetime anyhow. Alright, first razor, I'm gonna go with the kind of the lone one. This one is the Shumate razor antiseptic barber. This one's got the Cnat finish, Chinese natural. This one was worked up to AK synthetic on Shapton Pro and finished on a Cnat, and I didn't like it after that, so I went back to the Cnat, worked up a slurry, as you've seen last time in one of the videos, and then worked this again. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know if it's improved or degraded. I'm gonna test it out right now. Just gonna palm strap it real quick, see if there's any dust on the blade. Get rid of it. Wet it underwater really quick. Alright, here we go. First pass with the grain, with the Shumate Cnat finish. Okay, I think it did improve the edge. If I remember, before I reworked it on the Cnat, I took a couple swipes over here and I just let go of the razor. I was like, oh no, I'm not shaving with this. So that's not bad. Yeah, so it did improve the the keenness of the razor. Feel wise, it feels pretty comfortable. Still not most keen. Yeah, like on the heavier growth, it's still tugging a bit, but improved from last time. So maybe I need to go with the heavier slurry and work more. I mean, that's an option, but I don't know how much this edge will improve from what I've already worked. Probably give, that last video was like 25 minutes or something, so I worked it quite a bit. But alright, I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna decide if I'm gonna work this razor more or not, probably today. But yeah, not bad, not bad. Definitely clean result. Still a bit tuggy, but not bad, not bad. Also, it lets me know that I can work with the Cnat slurry here. That didn't degrade the edge. For some reason, I had a pretty bad impression of slurries in general, but it seems like it's not so bad after all. I'm still learning more. All right, next one up. Gonna be going with the golden monkey or gold monkey. This one's worked all the way up to 12K synthetic and finished on Rozsutec stone. And I worked this on Rozsutec stone a little bit more, maybe like 20 minutes more. So I'm trying to see if this improved. This was a decent edge. It was a good edge, I would say. Better than the Cnat right now. But I'm wondering if working more on the Rozsutec stone improved it even more. So here we go. Let's continue on here. That should be good on the other side with the grain. Yeah, it's not bad. I think it did improve the edge slightly, but still struggling through the heavier growth. That's a decent edge though. And I do like the feel of it. Definitely got that natural stone feeling. And the Rozsutec stone, don't think it's very, I think people finish with it, but it's not the finest stone out there. Don't think so. At least the approximate grade rating is about 8 to 10K, so don't think you're gonna get a sharp edge like Cnat or crazy smart edge like a surgical black Arkansas, but that's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah, so that'll be it for this one for now. This one was the Rozsutec edge, reworked and slightly improved. All right, next one up. This is the blackjack. Oh, I thought I tightened this a bit more, but it seems like it's still falling down a bit. The blackjack saw engine blade. This is also honed on the Roszutec stone, but that was about 2 years ago, so we'll see how this goes. Should have a similar feeling to the previous gold monkey, but we'll see how it goes. Here we go. Let's finish the rest here. Alright, this one's feeling pretty good. Definitely a bit better than the last razor. So I'm wondering if I just need to work the mid-range a bit more on the gold monkey. Because this one was cutting a little more clean and effortlessly, even though they had the same finish. Yeah, that's pretty good. Not bad. Cut cleanly across, so... Oh, still got a little bit on the sole patch. Yeah, that's nice. I mean, I could still shave with that gold monkey, but I think I want to improve it more. It's just about maybe a little above average razor. I would like it to be really good. So I'll work on that a little more. On the Cnat or the Shumate razor, I think I'll work with the heavier slurry and then see if that improves. I'll do heavier slurry and work it a little more. For the Rozsutec stone, I don't think spending a long time on it improves it by much. I mean, I did like the feel of it after working it more, but I think in terms of efficiency and cutting didn't really help that much. Alright, let's go with that. Alright, I'm gonna go with, finish it up with the blackjack here. I think this one is pretty good blade. Do like the edge on it. Yeah, that's nice. Continue on here, the other side. And that's usually my hardest pass, going across the grain with my left hand. Not as agile as my right, but it's like I'm getting through it. Not bad. Yeah, as for this Rozsutec edge, it's a fairly uncommon stone, I think, or Rozsutec stone. It's a European stone. Almost cut my lip there. Yeah, gotta be careful. Yeah, it comes from mountains of Slovakia, and I think it's more of a tool stone, like sharpening scythe and things like that, but it could also be used for razors, as you can see. Alright, that's a pretty clean shave, I'd say. Not bad. Not a BBS, but that's what I'm not. I'm not gunning for that right now. Just going for a clean shave, which is what I achieved. Alright, not bad. Kind of a long shave today, going between the edges, but I was able to get a better idea of what kind of condition are these edges and if I need to continue to fix them. Yeah, not bad. Yeah, this one, Blackjack Rozsutec edge, definitely a shave ready one. I might want to spend a little more time on Rozsutec on this. I think that might work for my benefit. This one, Gold Monkey, also Rozsutec edge. I think I'm gonna work the mid-range again because not as keen as it can be. And same thing with this one, Shumate, kind of the Cnat finish, kind of average. I'm just gonna test out the stone again and work more on the Cnat with heavier slurry, see if that improves it even more. Kind of, I want to see what's the max I can use the natural stone to improve the edge, but that might need mid-range or about 8K up to 12K, because that was finished at 8K synthetic to natural, and I don't think the Cnat could handle that. I think it would have much better result from a 12K to natural. Anyways, gonna rinse up real quick here. Gonna finish it up with Brut, the classic. A bit of aftershave. Yeah, a little bit of burn around, but pretty good, I'd say. Alright, the video is going long. So, yeah, not bad of a shave. Not a BBS, but clean enough for me. So yeah, I'll leave it at that. I'll probably be gonna do a little more honing after this. Maybe I'll record it and just gonna think through and see how it goes. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. This is Tim Shaves, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.